Okay, hello class. So today we are going to talk about our topic thermometry. Thermometry. So we are going to talk about thermometry. Okay. So thermometry here generally we will talk about temperature. Temperature we will talk about temperature. Okay. What is temperature? If we define क्या है भाई temperature क्या होता है? So temperature is what basically you can say degree of hotness or coldness is called as temperature. Degree of hotness or coldness is called as temperature. ओके ना? तो भाई कोई भी चीज कितना गर्म है कितना ठंडा है उस चीज की डिग्री जो हमें पता नहीं वो अपने पास क्या है टेम्परेचर हमने एक चीज बनाई है. टेम्परेचर और हीट दो अलग चीज है. हीट इज द फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी बट टेम्परेचर इज व्हाट इट्स द डिग्री ऑफ हॉटनेस और कोल्डनेस हाउ वी आर मेजरिंग इट. So to measure the temperature we have one device we call it as thermometer. We call it as thermometer. So thermometer is a device which we will use to measure the temperature. Okay, now we have so many types of thermometers are there which we will use to measure the temperature. Okay na, but thermometer is what? It is a temperature, it is a temperature measuring device. It's a temperature measuring device. Okay, thermometer. So we will talk about also types of thermometer. But now, right now we are going to talk about our scales. There are various scales for reading the temperature. Okay na? So we have so many scales. Like we are measuring the temperature in Fahrenheit, in Celsius. भाई आप लोगों को फीवर आता है तो आप टेम्परेचर किस में मेजर करते हो? बताओ भाई किसमें? सेल्सियस में करते हो क्या? है? नहीं, सेल्सियस में नहीं करते हैं. किसमें करते हैं? फ़ारेनहाइट में. तो वही है. We have different type of scales for the measurement of temperature. Okay ना? So if we talk about the scales, different scales for measurement of temperature, different scales for measurement of temperature, then we have generally mainly we are going to talk about three scales. We have two more scales, but mainly we will talk about three scales. One is Celsius scale, another one we have a Fahrenheit scale, next one we have Kelvin scale. So three scales are there class. Okay, one is Celsius scale, another one is Fahrenheit scale, and next is what? Kelvin scale. Now what is Celsius scale basically? So here we need to know about their freezing point, their boiling point. Okay na? What is the freezing point, what is their boiling point, that we have to understand and we have to know also. Okay, like if we talk about Celsius scale, so in Celsius scale our freezing point is what? So freezing point in Celsius scale is 0 degree Celsius. That is what freezing point. Coming to Fahrenheit scale, we have which one is the freezing point? That is 32 degree Fahrenheit is the freezing point. And in Kelvin scale, what is the freezing point? So we have basically 273 Kelvin is the freezing point. Okay na? Then coming to their boiling point. So boiling point in Celsius scale we have 100 degree Celsius. In Fahrenheit scale we have 212 degree Celsius. In your Kelvin scale we have 373 Kelvin as the boiling point. Now what is the difference between them? Like what is the difference in the reading between freezing point and boiling point? There it is 100. Here it is how much? 180 if you will subtract. Here again it is what? 100. Okay na? So freezing point, boiling point we have to know. Now the very basic question that they will ask, that is about the conversion. Like if I have a Celsius scale, then how to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, or how to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, or Fahrenheit to Kelvin, or Kelvin to Fahrenheit. So that we have to learn. So very basic funda is there for making the relation. How? Like here 1 Celsius. So you write here TC Celsius minus its freezing point. What is its freezing point? 0. Divided by how many readings are there? difference between their reading, that is what, 100. So Tc minus freezing point, or sometime we can say it like this also, like temperature minus lower point divided by upper point minus lower point, means this is the basic funda that we are writing. So Tc minus freezing point by difference, that is 100. Similarly for Fahrenheit we will write it is Tf minus 32 divided by 180. Similarly we will write Tk minus here freezing point, that is 273 divided by difference, that is what, 100, like this. So like this we will give our relation, okay now. So like Tc minus 0 by 100, Tf minus 32 by 180, Tk minus 273 by 100. Now what I am saying you, if any other scale is also there, okay now, not only Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin, so we can equate this with any other scale also. Like if I will make my scale, for example, I will say what scale is there with my name, that is what, Neeraj scale. Then for me the lower point is something LP, upper point is there something UP. Then how we can write this relation as a temperature in Neeraj scale minus what is my lower point divided by in my scale what is upper point minus lower point. So like this if you know, then you can solve any problem generally. Why? Because they will ask the question based on the faulty thermometer. They will give you some faulty thermometer, some any other thermometer, any other reading they will give. They will say scale A is there, its lower point is this, upper point is this. So you convert it into Celsius. So we can convert like this. Okay na? So we need to remember this relation. What is the relation? Tc minus 0 by 100, Tf minus 32 by 180, Tk minus 273 by 100. And if any other scale is there, like a Neeraj scale, so we can get temperature on that scale minus lower point divided by upper point minus lower point. Is it clear, class? So these three types of scale and their conversion you need to know. Please note it down. Okay, so I think you have noted. Now we will do some basic problems based on that. Okay, now like basic problem. Like first question, if I say you convert 20 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. Okay, like this very basic question. It is 8th class question. It is convert 20 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. How we can convert? So simply we can put Tc and Fahrenheit relation. We know that is Tc minus 0 by 100 equal to Tf minus 32 by 180. What is the Tc? Basically 20. We have 20. So 20 by 100 equal to Tf minus 32 by 180. So then it is equal to what? If we solve it, then this 0 cancel out, this 2 into 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is equal to Tf minus 32 divided by 18. So it will solve, then 18 by 5 plus 32 is equal to Tf. Correct only? Then 332 into 5, that is 320 by 5 means it is how much? 160. So 18 plus 160 divided by 5 equal to Tf. That will comes out to be 178. So Tf will comes out to be 178 by 5 Fahrenheit. It is in what? It is in Fahrenheit. So that's how we will convert our one temperature into another temperature. Okay, correct. Now if I will say you find the temperature. This is very important question, NCERT question. Find the temperature at which Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale will show equal reading, or same reading, will show same reading. Like this is the question. Okay na? So question is find the temperature at which Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale will show the same reading. So how we will do? It's very simple. We know that the relation is Tc minus 0 by 100 equal to Tf minus 32 by 180, and we know that if in the temperature in the Celsius scale and in the Fahrenheit scale both it is same. So what we can say that Tc is equal to Tf. If Tc is equal to Tf means you can replace here Tc by 100 equal to Tc minus 32 by 180. Correct? So this 0 cancel out. 2 5 ja 10, 2 9 ja 18, Cross multiply it class. So 9 Tc is equal to 5 Tc minus 5 into 32 means 160. Then it will be comes out to be 9 Tc minus 5 Tc is 4 Tc is equal to minus 160. Then Tc will comes out to be minus 40 degrees Celsius. That means minus 40 temperature reading is in the Celsius scale and in the Fahrenheit scale. It is what? Same. So please remember this thing. The relations are very, very important. You need to know the relations. That relation is very, very important. Is it clear, class? Please note it down. Okay. So class, this question we have, I have taken the question directly. You see here, question is what? A faulty thermometer has its fixed marked as 5 degree and 95 degree. So any faulty thermometer is there. Okay, fixed marked as means any markings are there. Fixed mark means like a lower point and a upper point. So here this 5 degree is given as a lower point. So I will write here for that faulty thermometer lower point is 5 degree and upper point is how much? 95 degree something. Okay. So temperature of the body has measured by faulty thermometer is 59. So temperature whatever we measured, that is how much? 59 degree we measured. Then correct temperature of the body in Celsius scale he is asking. So just class, I have discussed with you previously. If I have to give the temperature relation, then how I will give? I will write like this Tc minus, because Celsius here they are asking. So Tc minus 0 by 100 equal to T faulty minus lower point divided by upper point minus lower point. Correct or not? We can write like this. Tc minus 0 by 100 T faulty minus lower point by upper point. Now Tc we need to find. So Tc by 100 is equal to temperature in faulty is how much? 59. Lower point is how much? 5. Upper point is how much? 95. Minus lower point again it is 5. So 59 minus 5 is how much? It is 50. 59 minus 5 is 54 and 95 minus 5 is what? 90. Multiply by 100, you will get temperature in Celsius scale. So this is 0, this is 0, 54 by 9 is how much? 54 by 9 is how much? 6. So this is 6 into 10 is what? Basically 60 degrees Celsius. So correct temperature is what? 60 degrees Celsius. That faulty thermometer has read it wrong. That is 59 degree he read. But actually the temperature is how much? 60 degrees Celsius in a Celsius scale. Correct class? I think you understood. This relation I said you know, this relation is very, very important. Okay, so you need to remember this relation. Okay, now coming to the next question. Okay, we are moving to the next question. Question is what? A thermometer has wrong calibration. So one thermometer is there and it has a wrong calibration. It reads the melting point of ice is minus 10. Now on that faulty thermometer, now you imagine that is faulty thermometer. So that faulty thermometer lower point is how much? Minus 10 degrees Celsius. For the faulty thermometer I am writing here. For faulty thermometer, so for faulty thermometer, our lower point is how much? Minus 10 degrees Celsius. It reads 60 degrees Celsius in place of 60 degrees Celsius in place of 50 degrees Celsius. तो भाई कोई भी टेम्परेचर ये फॉल्टी थर्मामीटर कितना रीड कर रहा है? 60 डिग्री सेल्सियस रीड कर रहा है, बल्कि सेल्सियस स्केल में वो कितना होना चाहिए? 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस होना चाहिए। भाई ये रीड कर रहा है, गलत रीड कर रहा है। तो फाइंड टेम्परेचर ऑफ बॉइलिंग पॉइंट मींस वी नीड टू फाइंड अपर पॉइंट ऑफ दैट फॉल्टी थर्मामीटर। करेक्ट? So now what is the relation we studied? That is Tc minus 0 by 100 is equal to T faulty. We can write minus lower point by upper point minus lower point. We can write like this. What is the temperature in Celsius? That is 50. So 50 by 100 equal to what is the temperature in faulty? Temperature in faulty is what basically? That we need to, that is given to be how much? 60 degrees Celsius. So this is 60 minus lower point is how much? Minus 10. By upper point I need to find minus lower point is how much? Minus 10. Okay. So this will cancel out. 5 2 are 10. So 1 by 2 equal to 60 plus 10 whole divided by upper point plus 10. So that is 60 plus 10. 70. 70 into 2. 140 minus 10 is the upper point. That is upper point is how much? 130. So on that faulty thermometer or on that wrong calibrated, if the lower point and the upper point has to be how much? 130 degree Celsius. Is it clear? So that's how our conversion will work, and that's how we can solve the problems based on the thermometry. Okay, na? Basically temperature measurement. Okay.